Well, in the shop with me today, I got my good buddy Jim Hespenheide from Paul's Chrome. Jim, great to see you again.
Hi, Dennis.
Man, well, you guys are the kings of Chrome. Everybody thinks of Chrome when they think of you, and they probably should because it's in your name.
Paul's Chrome.
Paul's Chrome. But not everything that's shiny on cars is in fact chrome, right?
A lot of it is trim strips, like these that are stainless steel. And stainless steel requires restoration as well.
And again, cars like, people know a lot of people know I'm kind of a Studi guy, and it's surprising how much of that bright work on a Studebaker is in fact stainless steel, not chrome. And if it hasn't been restored, you can kind of tell the stainless steel frankly looks better. You know, it's not spider webbed and foggy and everything, but it still gets dings and it gets scratches and stuff, and it still needs restoration. Now you guys, again, you're chrome guys, but you do stainless also?
Absolutely.
And have been for some time?
Since the beginning.
How about that? I didn't even know that.
A lot of people call and say, you did a great job on our chrome. Can you recommend somebody to fix my stainless steel trim?
You go, as a matter of fact, I do, and you're talking to him.
Yes, and we have the best people that I know of that can work on the stainless steel trim. And you can't give it to just anybody because it's very, very difficult. You don't want the part to get ruined.
It's thin. I mean, this is stainless here, eh? Right?
Yes, it is.
Well, this has been completely redone. It looks beautiful, but this is a very complex piece. You know, it's curved, it's bent, it's narrow.
And there were dings and dents from one end to the other, and it was all worked out in the back with a hammer. You can see all the little marks in the back.
So when I'm seeing these little peck marks.
Every one of those is an individual hammer strike on dollies.
And I mean, this is hard to get down in there. I mean,
yes, it is. We have a lot of different shaped hammer ends, but it's very, very time consuming.
Absolutely, and like you say, it's really thin, unlike a bumper or something, which you guys can bang on and build up and bang on, and this you can't do that.
Right, and if you're taking it to the original polish-only finish, you're not adding any thickness to the piece. So you have to hammer all the dings and dents out perfectly flat before you do the aggressive sanding, because you don't want to sand a hole in the piece.
Well, you could blow through these pretty easy, I would imagine.
Yep, an inexperienced person could.
Well, and that's another, I mean, you guys really have, you got guys that have been with you for decades.
Over 30 years.
Yeah, and so it really is, there's a lot of science to this, but there's an equal amount of art and craftsmanship, and your guys are, I mean, they're really artists.
Absolutely, they are.
Well, this is a great, and you always bring these before and after pieces. I love these things, but this is another piece of stainless, right? So here we've got this beautiful mirror finished piece. Down here, I see these, the foggy pieces, the bright spots. These are some of the dings that were in the original piece, right?
You can block sand the piece just to see your high and low spots, and then you have to work them all out with the hammer, getting the piece perfectly flat before you do the final sanding and then the buffing.
So really that first sand is almost to reveal these things.
It is.
And then you're gonna reveal this, you're gonna flip it over, you're gonna ting, 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 bring it back, you're gonna sand it again until you get all these gone and you've got this frosty finish, right?
Yep.
And you've done that, I imagine, here.
You can see the hammer marks. This has been worked here, there, all the way down.
And again, unlike a bumper, you have no opportunity to build this back up.
Nope, not unless we're plating it, and building it up with copper. If we're keeping the car original, you're only working with the thickness of the stainless that you have. So you have to make sure that you do it right the first time.
So what's the stage of sanding grits that you have to use to get to the point that you're going to start buffing?
Well, we try to take it up to an 800 or 1,000 grit finish before we start to do the buffing, and you have to be very careful that you don't generate a lot of heat in the buffing process.
Get some warpage?
Because you get warpage of very, very thin metal. And only the most experienced people can take these strips into 16-inch diameter buffing wheels.
Flying around at
3,600 RPM, without the piece getting tangled up. It'd be like an airplane propeller.
Man, but it's time consuming, it's a lot of work. But when it's done right.
It is done right. We do the best job on stainless that I'm aware of.
And I think you do about the best job on chrome that I'm aware of too.
Thank you.
Yeah, you've done a lot of chrome for me. Well, I tell you, if you want to learn more about chrome or stainless or any kind of restoration of bright stuff, Paul's Chrome is the folks to talk to, and you can find them on paulschrome.com. This is more talent than I got to tell you.